And hey everybody, it's Christopher again. This time I'm joined with Christian, whom most of you have met in previous streams. But also we're joined by, feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks. I'm Salomon from BitBarons. I'm game designer and game developer, means I program basically the GUI of the game and are responsible for the cards and stuff.
Okay. What do you like the most about Tridek? I mean, have you had any challenges, really?
What I like is what I liked when I developed in game design the cards. We have 6 species there, and I grouped them, or I grouped the abilities of species to the respective species. So not every species in Tridek can have the same ability as another species. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
This was, yeah. Sorry?
No, keep going. Just.
Yeah, in development, the challenges I liked were the deck builder and the card editor, which nobody will see ever, but it was nice for me to balance the cards and set the values of the cards. Yeah, but I think I come back to the deck builder when we are in the game later.
Okay.
I see we already have a main menu.
Yep, we're already pretty much in the game now. I'll let you go ahead and talk a bit about the deck builder.
Okay. Yeah, what we have here is the deck selection screen. This is all your decks. You have 34 decks already. Not bad.
Yeah, but only customized. I have closer to like 8.
Okay.
Minor bug there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What we have here in this screen we see is basically 2 areas of the deck builder, and the upper side is the repository or the card base, where all the cards you already got are displayed, and you can swipe along and look at them. And below it there's a text box where the ability of each of the creatures or hex, what we have here, is displayed. And this is the rarity. This is a common card, and in Tridek we have a restriction how many cards you are allowed to do in a deck. Common cards you can have 4 times in a deck, uncommon 3 times, rares 2 times, and we have also super rare cards 1 time in a deck.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, you don't want people to basically just overpower a deck.
Yes. Yeah, and below the upper part is the deck itself, where all the cards you already dropped there are displayed, and if you have more than one, you have numbers displayed. And yes, you also can rename it. A deck must have at least 30 cards and maximum 40 cards. We have a maximum because we don't want to have a deck with hundreds of cards, because every card has a picture. And if you load 100 of cards in a game, maybe on some devices the memory would be too few to keep all the images in the RAM.
Speaking of the decks, is there a way that I can add the picture to the deck for my custom decks?
Of course. Open the detail view of one of your cards in the deck below. So in the lower, yes, there one detail view, and there's a button at the bottom, make cover.
Okay.
Click. No, it's the cover. It should be.
Perfect. And of course, I can name the deck as well, like you said.
Yes. Yeah. What I really like about the deck builder is the filters in the upper. It's hidden in the upper part above the repository. Yes, there we have filters for the types of the cards, the cost and yield, crystal colors, but also a really powerful text search or text filter better. Where you can search for cards, for example, which have more attack than 70 or something, or for discard cards. Yes, have a special ability. These cards you have here can all discard a card, which means a player has to put a card from the hand into the rest cave, which is the zone where you're. In Magic, you would say the graveyard, but we have the rest cave. And you can also search, please do what I tell you, right in the text search, ATK.
Okay.
ATK in small letters. And bigger sign, 50.
There you go.
Yeah, ATK small, yes. And now you have all the creatures which has a ATK value of more than 50.
Yeah, that certainly makes it a lot easier to find your larger cards.
Yeah, this also works with crystal costs or yield or whatever you like.
Okay.
This is was really useful for developing the cards. However,
Now here's a question for you, Salomon.
okay.
Can you also filter by rarity?
Yes, you can. But you have to use the expression we use in our code for the respective rarity. So you write in small letters rarity, and then equals sign, and then in capitals, for example, rare. Equals rare in capitals. Every single, yes. Now you have all the rares you got.
Excellent. Yeah, again, extremely useful.
Wow, you have a lot of rares already.
Yeah, and I still don't have all the cards yet. that was actually something I tried earlier to do. Just because I've been playing with a total of 78 cards.
Okay.
So,
78.
yep.
In one, no. Okay.
Types.
Types.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to mention about the deck builder? Or
maybe the statistics, if you then we have everything seen there. Let's see, yeah. There you see, you build a deck only with red and blue. You always see the costs and the yield of all the cards accumulated in the bars, and below the colored bars are bars which indicates how many cards you have costing, for example, red or yielding red. Cost and yield, for those who don't know, each card in Tridek has a cost, but gives also something in return, the yield. So the crystal flow is only always in flow. The crystals, yeah, the resources. Mm-hmm.
So you're basically always moving. What exactly does the minus signify? And what's the plus signify when you're looking at these statistics?
Yeah, minus is the cost, and plus is the yield.
So it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's it, I think.
Okay.
For the deck builder.
Well, as a game designer, how much did you actually do on the cards themselves as well?
I balanced them. So I have a deck builder, not the deck builder, a card builder, where I can set the values of them and also the text of them. Then when I have the text, which means when I have an ability I gave the card, I switch to a editor, text editor. Okay, it seems it freezes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I broke it.
Maybe you can push cancel then, but no. Okay, maybe in German we say Vorführeffekt. Don't know what it's in English.
It is still in beta, so it does tend to happen.
Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Okay, I make the cards, write the ability, then go to a text editor and write the code for the ability in Lua, which is a script language. Aha, we are in the quiz section. This is a little mini game, which has not much to do with the rest of the game, but you can learn the cards. You see 3 cards and the text below, and you have to think. Yeah, okay. You can earn shards by knowing the cards. Earn shards by knowing the cards. You have to select one of the cards, and if the text, the ability matched to the card, you gain 3 shards.
Okay. Well, as you know, the designer. What's the answer?
The answer is the right one.
It's the right one. Okay.
Virusec.
Perfect. And then, like we showed yesterday, the shards that you can earn, it depreciates. But at the same time, it's a really good way to learn the cards. And the game, actually. And it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about the actual creation of the game? I mean, what kind of thought has gone into the technology and stuff, to your knowledge?
So how we did the game, how we built it, or what?
Yeah, exactly. Just,
okay.
Because a lot of trading card games that you see in the digital form, they actually tend to be HTML, for number one, and just a pretty wrapper. Tridek is a lot different than that.
Yeah. So we use the Unity game engine for development and for deploying it onto several devices like Android and Mac, PC, iOS. And we also use a plugin for Unity, which is called Scaleform. And this is basically converter of not a converter, a reader of SWF files, which are files created by Flash. Maybe you know it. I think everyone played some browser games before, some jump and runs in the browser or something like that, which are many of them are created with Flash. Yeah, we use Flash to create everything you see in the game. So everything you see is created with Flash and imported by Scaleform into Unity.
Excellent. What kind of challenges have you found doing that? I mean, is Scaleform, I know it works extremely well for mobile applications, for example. Does it also work really well with PC? I mean...
Yeah, with PC it works, I think, the best. However, but there are still challenges because you always have to go from okay, I have to say we wrote the game itself, the logic behind it in C#. So it's the language you use with Unity. And you always call to Scaleform, and from Scaleform you call back to keep everything up to date. which is a bit annoying, but we did it.
And also the sound. I don't think it exactly shows it as well in the PC when you compare it to like the Android build. But the interactive sound using pure data, what exactly does that mean, interactive sound? Because a lot of people have seen the option, but they're not sure exactly what it is.
Interactive sound means we use another system for sound, which is fed by variables from the code, and depending on the variables, make the sound different, the music or sound effects or something. So a simple example is when you play the game, you are in the action phase, deploy some creatures, and then you come to the combat and start a combat. Then a variable is set. Now you're in the combat phase. Please make the sound a bit more, more intensive or something.
Okay. Excellent. Well, of course, we do have a couple players who, I know Christian is interested in seeing that. But yeah, there's been some talk of a challenge between yourself and myself.
Okay.
But before we jump into that, what's your background in like trading card games? Because you strike me more as the type who's played quite a couple or a few.
Yeah, I'm a passionate Magic player, Magic the Gathering. But I started playing when I was young, but when I was young I didn't understand the game pretty good, so I stopped relatively soon. And now, 2 years ago, I started again, and we almost weekly play together. And I also, with another friend of mine, we tried to make a real trading card game. Yeah, this is what I did before with trading card games.
That's excellent. I mean, I was a Magic fan too. Still have. I mean, I've mentioned in the other stream some of the first edition cards that you actually can't use anymore in games.
Not really. Some of them.
Yeah, the ones like Black Lotus and things like that, they've disallowed. But yeah, the thing I like about Tridek is it takes a lot of the frustration that I did tend to experience from time to time playing other trading card games and removes it. So, let's have this here challenge.
Yeah, I'm Jared. I am not tag Salomon like I should be, but I'm Jared right now. Because I have more decks in this account. Okay, thanks. Oh. Did you start an older version than before? Because the deck selection looks different.
It actually might be the older build. The newer one has had a couple problems from time to time.
Okay.
I can switch to it though if you want. That's not a problem.
Yeah, as you want. It's not much different, but looks a bit better, I think.
Yeah, not a problem. We can really quickly just trade it out.
Okay.
So, which decks are you going to use tonight?
I will use one of the decks I created for the campaign, the single-player campaign. The deck
that one of the AI opponents is using?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
I really like it.
What's it like?
It's big creatures and discarding opponent cards.
I actually should have resumed that game. My bad.
Okay, yeah.
Can you turn off the music or turn it down?
That is down, actually. I'll turn it off then.
Okay.
I also have other audio files that I can play. Just for some background sound that's not quite so loud.
Oh, sorry, I was offline, now I'm online. Okay.
Valkyrie, that seems like a good song.
Sorry.
I'm just looking through some of the mixes that I got from Alex Vito. And decided just to stream with that music. That way I can control the volume a little bit more. I'll try to play this one and see what happens.
Can you turn down the music a bit more?
Yep.
Thanks.
Alright. Now we're in the game, and we're now in the phase where you can decide if you will keep your hand or if you want to draw a new one. You always can draw one new hand, and then you must take the cards.
You always start with 5 cards in your hand?
Yes. Okay, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I play Celik, which is... oh, okay, I'm too fast for the stream. Okay, here it is. I play Celik. It's a creature where when you attack it, you have to discard a card from your hand.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad, yes.
Yeah, that could end up hurting you.
Telephone.
Yes, it does appear to be the telephone. Real life, once again, just drops into the game.
I can cheat. I can see your hand.
Yes, I'm sure that you can. Hopefully you're not. Yeah. I mean, me, I tend to still figuring out the creatures with discards. But I certainly love Toxic. That is...
I see. Yeah, I play my default start. Or do I? Yes, I do. Kongabanda, which has 69 ATK attack, and +1 for each Mammalia creature in the ATK row. So he's a Mammalia by himself, so it's 70 as long as he's in the ATK row. Okay, then I switch Celik to the ATK row. Now it's 71.
Nice. Painful, but nice.
Yeah. However, I attack you, and we'll see what happens. Okay, your creature is destroyed. And the attack of my beast is halved because the other creature had Toxic.
Yep, exactly. And then you'll get 5 victory for it.
Yes.
So you play the hack. What does it do?
To boost the attack.
I tell you what it does. The hack is like in Magic an enchantment or an equipment. So you attach it to a creature, and it modifies some values of the creature or gives it an additional ability.
Okay, in this case, just an attack boost?
An attack boost.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get 30 VP to win. VP is victory points. And the hack, which is applied to Blizko, gives 180k for each victory distant from your victory. So Christopher has 4. 30 minus 4 is 26, so he has a 26 boost.
Okay.
And then as the game progresses, it'll keep going down.
Mm-hmm. But right now it's enough to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's enough to be advantageous to me at the current moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting he'll have, another creature popping up that's not too small.
So
Like this one.
Yeah, this is a really, really cool creature. It's a rare. Whenever I draw a card, I do not draw a card, but select one of the top 2 cards of my deck and put it in my hand, the other below my deck, which is a good card filter.
Good, but let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Still, it's not too bad, because at least the one creature that constantly gave him 5 victory points isn't Henry. So I'll take that trade-off. Ouch. And I'll also give away 5 victory points.
Okay, now it's my turn, and I can select one of the cards. And I choose. Shall I? I have to watch the crystal. I can do this. Alright, yeah. I choose Kongabanda again.
Again.
Okay, but I have not the crystals to play it. So first I play a big creature called the Mountain Giant. And now I can attack. Haha.
And there's 18. Come on, red card.
Sorry.
Okay, so Christopher has 3 deploys.
Yes, at the right of the playing field, the bow is displayed. And when he deploys something, they fade out. And you can always deploy as many creatures as your opponent have more than you, but at least 1 creature. Oh no.
And back to you.
Alright. Okay, let me see. Da-da-da-dum. Mhm.
So tell me, was it fully intentional to add the possibility of a hack that does either positive or negative value to a creature, giving the player the ability to put a negative buff on his own creatures?
Yeah, you some cards give you, for example, 80k buff and a res debuff. So you can use them for opponent creatures in the rest row to make them weaker, or for your creatures in the 80k row to make them stronger.
Okay.
For example. So here's Kongabanda again.
That was painful.
I think I cannot pay it another time.
I don't think that you'll need to.
Yeah, what we have not seen yet are support cards, which could make also do buffs for a short time, or add abilities for one turn or something.
Now this is interesting.
Or simply draw cards. Oh.
Yes, that was actually intentional.
And a little bit of luck, I guess.
No, that was fully intentional because I knew that as soon as I drew Storm Needle, he can attack twice. And yeah, it was just a question of actually using him.
Yeah, and getting him.
Yeah, getting him was the luck part, but that's okay.
Yeah. Now I have a problem.
This is really one of the most intense matches I've ever seen. You're basically killing each other every turn.
Okay.
Now, how do you come back from that?
I do not know yet, but I.
What do you have to admit, Christopher?
It's actually one of the harder thinking matches as well. Since if I make a mistake, he's going to exploit it. This is a given.
I have not seen a mistake yet. This is also a good sign, I guess.
Okay, yes. I didn't see one neither. However, I played the Nighthound and to the rest row, because if he attacks a creature in the rest row, the VP is halved, rounded down.
Yeah, so this will only give him 1 VP attacking with Storm.
4 VP because he has double attack.
Yeah, of course you can use a direct attack then. And here's another one.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay, I think you...
That will give him the lead.
1, okay. Now I need a card. Now you lead. Okay.
Well done, Christopher. That was one hell of a game.
It's not over yet. He can still pull something out.
Okay.
Possibly.
So you either need 8 VP now or a strong defense.
Damn, my crystals are not as I want them. Let me think. No, doesn't work. Damn. Okay. So, I skip my turn and you will probably win this turn.
There's currently no option to forfeit a game, so is that intentional?
actually we would like to add this, because you can quit the game, but then the game is actually paused, so you can return to it later. But we want to do a question: do you want to retreat, or do you want to pause the game? This is coming with the next beta.